Love, this for all my boss babe. Go do your boss thing. Loving how you boss babe. This for all my dreamers and my doers and all the entrepreneurs. Just believe in what you doing and pursuing love. This for all my boss babe.
Boss fam, really quick, you have got to start automating your sales process. I know you love your cleaning business, this is your baby, but you can't do everything. You're trying to run a business here. So automate your sales process so that you can have more time to close deals and grow your cleaning business. That's what you're supposed to be doing. You're the CEO, you're the owner. So you are responsible for growing the business, not doing all those small day-to-day tasks. And if you don't know how to automate your sales process, I have a guide. So go in the link in the description and download the guide. That way you can start automating the sales process and start growing your business and working on your business instead of in it. Love you guys. Keep that boss mentality. Peace. What's up, boss fam? It's your boy DJtheBoss, and I am back with another Cleaning Business Tuesday live, man. One of the most valuable things I do on this channel. You guys get to chat with me in real time. We get to talk about your cleaning business and all things in the cleaning industry, man. I think this is incredible. I'm really trying my best to keep these up, as we know they may be coming to an end. So I'm hoping that these last few of these will be valuable so that we have a lot of reason to bring it back in the future. But if you have any questions regarding your cleaning business, go ahead and put them in the comments, or I'm going to do it right now and put the link in the comments for you to hop backstage, turn on your mic and your cam and ask your question. It's really, really helpful for everyone else when people do that. Like, I can't stress enough how much value that brings for the community, because other people have the same question. Some people may just not even know that they need to ask that question, or they may not, they may just be too afraid to ask. So you coming on cam and showing yourself really helps. And also can be a start to you building your own brand. Maybe a lot of you guys have personal brands as well, and you guys are, trying to build your influence and things. So come on cam, ask your question, talk about your cleaning business, and see how we can help. Today, I don't have a long spiel. I just wanted to hop on. I'm not planning these very much anymore because, as we know, they might be coming to an end here shortly. So just kind of wanted to hop on here and, answer questions and talk a little bit about guidance and teaching and learning, because as business owners, the most valuable thing that you can invest in is yourself, is your own knowledge, is your education, your business education, your financial education, learning all these different aspects of running a business that a CEO should be well versed in. Your job as a CEO is to be able to put everyone in positions for success, and you don't know what success looks like unless you are well versed in every aspect of the business. Yes, after a while, it's gonna kind of get out of your areas of expertise, but in every area of your business, you should be dangerous enough to be able to at least make a decision on who is better than you. And that should be your ultimate goal, is to hire someone in each of these positions that's better than you at those jobs. So you need to be continuously investing in yourself and investing in your learning, and being on a continuous learning journey for the length and the life of your business. There's nothing more valuable than that. There's nothing that can happen in the economy that's going to take away what you know about business, or take away what you know about money or handling finances. It's just not possible. So that I'm so confident in everything that I'm doing, but I know even, anything can take any of my businesses away. But I know at the end of the day, I still have all the knowledge and the experience that I've gained doing this and being in business for almost 10 years now. So I really want to stress that today is keep learning. Keep learning. If you have no money, if you're starting from a place like where I started from, then you have no choice but to get it how you live and to get what's free online. And the good news is that everything is available online for absolutely free. Counterintuitive for me to say when I sell things for cleaning business owners, but you guys know I don't do this for the money. I make my money in my actual cleaning business. This is just an extension of my entrepreneurship, and the fact that I'm a serial entrepreneur, I'm trying to make this work as well. But you don't need to buy anything from me. You don't need to buy anything from anybody. Everything that you need whatsoever already exists online for free. And you don't need to recreate the wheel in a lot of these places. Like you find things online, customize them, and make them your own. Use what works for you to build the systems that you need to build in your business and the way that your business serves you. And that's it. That's really all you need. But you can do that research yourself. You can do that learning yourself. You can find those things yourself. Most of it's a Google search away or a YouTube search away. And you know, not everyone's like me. I'm not gonna lie, I'm different. But you guys got me. I'm here. I'm here for you. You guys can reach out to me. I've talked to most of you. I've met some of you guys in person. Hey Rebecca, I see you in the chat. I've met some of you guys in person. But yeah, you guys know I'm reachable. I'm not, you know, I'm human. I'm on the other side of this computer. This thing isn't that much of a business for me, and I'm not gonna act like some superstar who you can't, contact or reach or see. Like just yesterday, I don't know if you guys follow me on Instagram, but one of a subscriber came to the office and was hanging out, asked questions about her business. She kind of got to see the studio. She has her own YouTube channel. Winfred Mayengo. If you, I don't know if she's on the live, but you guys go check out her channel. She starting a cleaning business in this area, and she was noticed that she was in the area and just came by. But yeah, I'm really like that. You guys reach out to me. I'll do whatever I can. If it's an emergency, if it's something that you really need to know, you need to get it on schedule, then I have links, for that. So you can, click the link and put yourself on my calendar. Those of you who have my phone number can call me and text me, and it's my actual number. I actually answer my phone. So. And so we do have some new people. So looks like I don't know how to say your username. CanRed3 says, "Hello, I'm new here. I'll pull you up here. Thank you for joining. I appreciate you. Welcome to the realest cleaning business community on the internet, the Cleaning Boss family. I'm DJ the Boss. I started a commercial cleaning business about 8 years ago out here in Seattle, Washington, by the name of Gico Commercial Cleaning. Um, my story is that when I started, I was homeless and in a whole lot of debt, and I was able to make a living for myself, get myself to where I am. I now do media off the back of my cleaning company. My cleaning company pays for everything in my life. I have freedom of time. I'm not stressed about a whole lot of things in my life, financially anyway, and and now this channel exists to help other people get to that level, because where I started from was a very, very depressing place. I was in a really dark spot, and if I can help somebody out of that, then I feel like I've done my part in this world to give back to the industry that renewed my life. So welcome here. I appreciate you for being here. Thanks for joining the live, and I'm glad to have you. Everybody, welcome. Candy Red. Y'all welcome Candy Red to the chat. Appreciate you being here. CJ Ryer says, "I'm trying to start my own cleaning service." But yeah, you're in a good spot. You found a great channel. You found an excellent channel. That's exactly what I did on this channel. For those of you who are new, I documented my entire journey here. So if you go back to my very first video, it'll be me and my first client saying, "Hey, this is night one, day one on me building this cleaning company." And I tried my best to document my entire journey ever since, from working out of my living room to moving into a storage unit, to getting new clients, getting really big clients, hiring employees, getting having a large number of staff, all kinds of things. The fighting against net 30s, and I've documented the entire thing. So go and watch some of the videos on my channel. I think it's a really cool thing that exists here. A lot of the more recent videos have been me helping the community, because I've been getting a lot of questions as I've documented my journey and have been putting that out there. So, but welcome to the community. I appreciate all the new people and the new faces. We love it. Crystal Huff says, let's see. We'll go right into some questions. Crystal Huff, could you click that link above your comment and maybe come on behind backstage to ask your question? I would really, really like to help you. But I'll answer this question. Let's see. I'll put it up here. She says, "How did you get your clients? Did you pay for leads?" No, I did not pay for leads. When you start off and you're from the bottom and you're getting it out the trenches, you don't have money to pay for leads, then you can't pay for leads. You actually have to sell. You have to put yourself out there and you have to sell. You have to do actual business. It does not require money to take business. It doesn't take money to make money. Business makes money. Doing business makes money. It should build itself. It should pay for itself. That's what an actual business is. not something that where you get loaned a bunch of money and you try to flip it. That's not business. That's financial arbitrage. That, that's, which is great if you're good at that, but if you don't have money or good credit to start off with, then that's not even an option for you. So for me, that wasn't an option for me. I was completely broke. I was homeless. I did not pay for any leads. I sold. I did all the things that were free. I talk about a lot of them on this channel, including your getting a website up. You can get that done for free, at least to start out with, especially with all the free trials and things that are out there. Google SEO. Once you do have a website, you can optimize it to be found on Google. Optimizing your space, your name, and your brand on all the social media platforms, and in email, or even just Gmail, if that's all you can to start with. But taking over all of the free stuff and doing them well as far as online presence, as well as in sales. So that would be marketing. And on the sales side, there's free things that you can do as well. You can go door to door and visit the clients that you want to that you want to work for. Man, I did a lot of that. I got leads and I got work that way. I also picked up the phone and went on Google and just typed up business type near me and called all of them and asked if I could come in and introduce myself and my business. And when I got there, I tried to put on my best charm and did my best sales pitch, and I closed leads that way. And so, and as I got money, and as I started to grow my clientele, and I had finances and I had funds, then yes, I did start to buy leads and do paid advertising and do more marketing and things like that. So, but it all grows on itself. It all grows on itself. You don't need to pay for leads in the beginning. If you have money, if you have a job and you have the funds to do that, I know everyone doesn't start from the very, very bottom, but you can most definitely go ahead and do that and buy leads. Just make sure that you're ready to close those leads that you're paying for once you get them. So appreciate you for asking the question. Thanks for hopping on the live. You guys are just getting here. Hit the like button for your boy. I would really appreciate it. If you hit the like button, the YouTube algorithm will show it to more people like us, so we can have more people in the community and more people join the live stream. We have more people asking questions, more people to click on the link to hop on camera and ask their question, which is just more value for our community. So shout out to everybody hopping on in the chat. I appreciate y'all for being here. Yeah, make sure y'all hit that like button. Take a second. Yeah, we'll wait. I'll wait a little bit. I'll slow down. Go ahead and hit the like button for your boy. Appreciate it. Let's see. Assure Comfort Cleaning always in the chat. I appreciate you. Thank you for being here. I see you. Ellis Berry says, "Hey, what's up?" I see you, Ellis. Let's see. All right, so we got a super community member question in the chat. My dear friend Rebecca Cardenas says, "I learned the hard way that business is a cutthroat business. I had an operation manager a few months, and it was great until she started stealing my clients to start her own business." Yeah, business it's cutthroat. It's not like it's not necessarily like it is friendly, but it's, there's sharks out here. There's sharks in these waters. This isn't for like, it's not all sunshine and rainbows. There's competition. There's people who don't have the same morals as you. Like the benefit of business is the same weakness. The strengths of business are the exact same as the weaknesses. Everybody can do it. That's good and that's bad. Everybody can start a business. So people who don't believe the same things as you, people who don't operate the same as you. So I always say don't copy off of other people's businesses, because you have no idea what they're doing inside their business. You have no idea what their goals are. You have no idea what type of entrepreneur they're trying to be, and or the purpose of their business or what they're trying to do. So it doesn't make sense to go and copy off of people. It's better to understand how to run your own business and how to do real business activities, like coming up with your own pricing. Because business is cutthroat, and you have to foresee all of these things and think your way through all of these things and plan for it in advance. And sometimes you just don't know things until they happen. You may not know that you can create, well, I guess now not anymore, non-compete clauses, but not too long ago you could create non-compete clauses to where that couldn't happen, or if it did happen, it'd be something that you could monetarily benefit from. So Sorry, I knocked my mic off my stand. There we go. But yeah, it's cutthroat out here. So she says it was someone I thought I could trust and known for many years. Well, that's even worse. That's that's even worse. I'm sorry that that happened to you. I'm terribly sorry that happened to you. That stings the most. But generally, those are the only people who can hurt us. Are the people who we put all our trust in. Are the people who are close to us. Those are the only people who have the power to hurt us. So it happens, but we don't do what we do because of them and who they are. We do what we do because we're who we are. We got to remember that. So even when people do us wrong, and even when people mess over us, we're not good people just because they're good people to us. That's not how life works. If you're a good person and if you would have done this and you trusted this person, then you learn your lesson and you just approach things differently next time, and you don't give people as much power or as much control. But or you find use systems and technology in order to be able to control what you need to control in order to protect yourself. But yeah, it that sucks. I'm sorry. Let's see. Another question. CJ Ryer says, Do you block everything out and just focus on this one task to succeed? So this task, as in the business. So if you're trying to run a business and it's your first business and you are not, I guess, financially where you want to be, then yes, absolutely, you focus on that one thing. I mean, I literally have a video coming out later today that this is the topic of. Like you, you have to stay focused. Like I know it's cool. You want to jump on the coolest trend or the hottest thing to do, but you're never gonna like that. You're never gonna be consistent enough in order to see any success. Like you have to. It takes a while for you to learn these lessons and for you to build momentum. Those things take time, and if you jump on whatever the next new business trend is, then you're never going to put in enough time to build the first thing you started. So if this is what you're going to do, then this has to be what you're going to do. Find success in one thing first. Like now I do a million things, but the only real true success that I've had was my cleaning business. That's it. That's the only actual success that I've had. My media company, yes, it makes money, but not really necessarily a success. It still is largely largely supported by my cleaning company. So like everything that I do is largely it sits on the back of my cleaning business. But I have the luxury to do that because the cleaning business worked. I have one business that actually works and can do that. So you need to at least get one thing going right. So I'm not saying that you can't have side businesses and have side hustles and things like that, but where your main focus and where your energy needs to be diverted to is to the one thing that's important to you. If that's building a business, if it's building a business, you have to focus on building a business because it's not just going to build itself, and there's no way you can not put all your energy into it and have it just work on the side. That doesn't happen. The people who build businesses on the side, when they get off work, they're 100% of their energy and focus is into their business. They may be, even when they're at work, they may be at work and doing a good job at work, but they're probably thinking about their business, their side business. And that's how it ends up becoming their full-time thing, is because you're focused on exactly what you need to do to grow your business and giving it 100% of your energy and not just half-assing it or not just, treating it like a side gig. If you treat it like anything you treat like a side gig, that's all it's ever going to be. You have to put full-time energy into it in order for it to ever become full-time. And you have to do that before it gives you full-time money. It's kind of how, it's just kind of how the universe works. You have to put yourself there, have to put yourself out there and actually try. We got somebody backstage. Oh, no, there's nothing on there yet. Okay. But yeah, you have to focus. You have to put all your energy into one thing at a time, at least until one thing takes off, and then you can do whatever you want. It's your money. Once you make some money, you can do whatever you want with the money. It's your money. But in order to make any real money, you're gonna have to focus on the primary thing, whatever that is. Doesn't have to be cleaning. Maybe cleaning's not the primary thing for you. You don't feel like cleaning's gonna be the primary thing. I was in dire straits. I had nothing else. So when I decided I was gonna do a cleaning business, it was more than an 8-hour day. It was more than a shift. It was all day. It was from the time my eyes opened to the time my eyes closed. I was working on my cleaning business until I had a place to live, and then I could at least sleep at night and get some rest for the next day. Where again, once my eyes were open, I'm working on my cleaning business. My eyes are closed. They tell my eyes are closed. I'm working on my cleaning business. So it was 100% focus because it was all I was doing. So Ellis Berry, I don't mean to put you on blast out here, but Ellis Berry says we lost an account this month. Time to cold call. What the hell, man? Now it's time to cold call. What the hell were you doing while you had the account? Why did we stop marketing? Why did we stop selling? Why we all have this for a terrible habit. We cannot stop marketing just because we got a new client. Like you get a client, you need to go harder in the marketing. You get a new client, now there's some money to put in towards marketing for you to market more so that this doesn't happen. So you don't just lose an account and just be like, oh, now I'm down in revenue because I lost an account. You have to keep selling. You have to keep selling. Keep selling, always be hiring. New employees, new accounts, 100% of the time. This should not happen. Yeah, accounts come and go. You may lose an account here or there. Yeah, that's fine. But like by the time you lose an account, you should have more in the pipeline to where you're not like, oh, now I have to start selling. Now I have to start cold calling. That's not, you shouldn't be in this place. You make sure you set up a system. So if you don't have the cold sales system, like I show you exactly how to do it in that, click on the link in the description and get that and systematize that so that it never stops, so that you can continuously be selling and continuously getting new accounts while while you're cleaning, if you're the one cleaning. Gotta do both, people. Gotta do both. All right, so we got somebody backstage. I'm gonna bring somebody up really quick. It's like, Jared.
What's good, DJ? What's good?
What's going on, boss? How you living, man?
I'm all right. I'm all right. Hey, don't judge me. I moved out of my closet, moved my stuff to the other closet, and the back of it is my wife's closet. So don't judge me on that.
Hey, I ain't tripping, man. No, I'm from the projects, man. Like, so everything looks nice to me, man. Everything looks nice to me.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
You gotta do what you gotta do, man.
But nah, I was the one that was talking to you on Instagram the other day about like buying the contract out or whatever.
Okay, I think I remember that.
Yeah. And I'm kind of in the same space, but like a different space. Like it's like doorstep trash pickup. Like we we provide the bins, and then we come at a certain time. We go grab the trash, and then we put it in that dump, so we take it off site, basically.
Nice.
So I've been fighting for this for like a long time. I know a lot of people, like, they told me to just do the junk move at first, but I was kind of just being stubborn. I was like, I want to do what I want to do. I want to do what I want to do. But then I finally just fell into the junk removal. And I mean, it's been working. I know that you said, like, if you got the money, pay for the lead. So that's kind of what I've been doing to start out with. And so I'm this close to getting that contract. I just want to ask you, like, what would you say to kind of, tip them over the edge to like signing with me away from the company that they're quote unquote tired of?
You have to get the actual pain point. It's not something that you can say until you know what the problem is. You have to be addressing a problem. And so that may have been like a misstep in the walkthrough, but it's something that you can continuously do in follow up. So you, like, whenever you do reach back out to them and see where they are in the process, then that's where you need to like spend the most time, I guess, plan in your head a little bit before you make that call, that you need to find out exactly what this other team is doing or not doing that's causing them pain. And then you get to explain exactly how your company addresses that and completely erases that. Because that's all I'm doing, and that's all sales is I'm constantly asking you questions. Any one who coaches or teaches sales will tell you, like, you're asking questions, you're listening more than you're talking in sales. And the second they give you all the information that you need, now you have all the answers. Now you're gonna give them the perfect solution. Like it's hard for them to say no because you've given them exactly what they asked for. You look weird if you say no now, like, because this is exactly what you said, like, because you're going to repeat to them, okay, so you said this. This is how I'm addressing exactly that, and even with and even more, at a price that's valuable for you, and that's how you address that, and then you reclose. You ask for the sale again, like, hey, so what do we got to do to get you to sign on a dotted line, or if if that sounds great, can we get you to get this signed today, or what's a good day for us to get started? Ideally, what day would you like to get started? However you want to close that negotiation and get them to sign on a dotted line, or walk them through the signing process. That's why I like to use like technology. I praise DocuSign. I like to use DocuSign. I send them a DocuSign while I'm on the phone. I'm on the phone while hey, I just want to make sure you receive this email real quick.
Right.
Yeah, go ahead and open that up. Yeah, like, and click on that. Okay, it's really quick. It takes 25 seconds. If you just see exactly where it says check this checkbox, hey, which price looks better for you? You can click this one or this one. This one looks better for you, right? All right, this price right here, and then all right, then the sign. You can sign with your finger. Just go ahead and sign. Like, I'll walk them through the process if I need that sale. Like, if you got to sell, you got to be hungry. So, but you will be better off getting that pain point. That's exactly what you need, is that pain point.
And I'm glad you said like the pain points, because like one of their pain points is just the basics. So they're just not coming on a certain day, or they're not going, because most of them are like 3 floors, or they're just not going to the 3rd floor, which is kind of crazy to me. Like, you're there, like, why didn't you just go to the next floor?
Yeah, why couldn't you go to the next floor?
Yeah, that don't make sense to me. So like that's just like their main pain points. It's basically showing up for the job. That's the main thing. Like, you got to show up in order.
So this is dope. So I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna do it. This is like some Inception shit. I'm this good, right? So I'm gonna do it for my business and your business at the same time, right? So I love when I get objections like this, because my technology addresses the problem. Like, we use a technology that forces people to be in the area via GPS, via our app, and requires them to actually check in this location. And they have a checklist that they're required to actually check off when they complete each of these items. So there's never any skipped assignments. There's never any missed places, unless someone just blatantly missed it, and then everyone else in the company knows, because it's in our database and we can address it. So and so that's me selling it to your client, and that's also me on YouTube selling it to everyone else. You see what I'm saying? Like, now, like, I just did that. It's like double. I just doubled up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so that's the type of thing. So like, when you hear an objection, you have to look for what the reason is, what the actual pain is that they're going through. What are they trying to get rid of, and whatever it is that however you package your services, whether it's disinfecting or whether it's general cleaning, you have a certain process or a certain way you approach things. That's what you use to sell your service, and to address that problem, and then reclose on that account.
And I know you mentioned his name. What's his name? Hermosi. I know, like, he said, like, he was like, if you're trying to like compete with the competition or be better than the competition, you have to like go the extra mile. Like, you have to do more work than they're actually
doing. Do more work. Like, they don't call it the 1% for a reason. Like, everyone thinks that they're gonna half-ass this thing. Like they don't gotta go up against people like me. Like, I'm not about to give up on nobody's sale. Like, so you think you're gonna like come out in my market and half-ass a sale, and you don't think I'm gonna be on them? Like, by the time you get off the phone, I've already been working with the person who actually signs the contract, and they would have been signed, and like, you're obsolete at this point. Like, there's hustlers out here, so you got to be willing to go that extra mile. Like, I don't know if people like have ever seen I don't know his actual, Kenny Brooks. Do you know who Kenny Brooks is?
Nah.
You have to like, after this live stream, you're gonna have to YouTube or Instagram Kenny Brooks. On Instagram, he's the funny salesman. This man he went viral for the guy. He was like cleaning people's shoes with this, like, he walk up to people and spray the cleaner on their shoes, tell a bunch of jokes, or clean somebody's window or whatever in the same little simple cleaner. And he's just walking around selling cleaner, but he's like super viral all over the internet because of it. Like, everyone needs to have that type of energy.
Okay, I see him on TikTok. I see him.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. You got to have that type of energy. There's people out here that sell like that. Like, I wish I could play one of his clips on the damn thing, but yeah, like, you got to have that type of energy. Like, be likable, put on your charm. Don't take no for an answer until it's actually no. You know, obviously don't be annoying, but put on some charm, be likable, be friendly, and close. Like, address the problem, and don't let, like, you have some people skills. You can tell when people are saying no and they're not really saying no. They're just trying to get rid of you. Like, it's different. And this is not like a cold lead. This is a warm lead. Someone you already have this interaction with, and you know that they have some interest in the product. So like, that should give you a little bit more confidence to start pushing a little bit.
The reason I say that is because I'm just not sure. Like, so like the basic people, like the generic companies that do it, like they just take it and they put it in their dumpster, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so what I had planned was like I see like a lot of apartments in my areas, like they have like the overflowing dumpsters and the overflowing compactors for whatever reason. Either the residents doing it or it's just compactors broke, whatever the case may be. So my plan was to take the trash from their doorstep to the landfill. I have experience doing that with my uncle and everything. He has his business. So, but the companies or the apartment managers or whatever, the management companies, they don't value that. They're just like, oh, whatever, I mean, it's no big deal, who cares? So I'm just not sure, like, if they're not valuing it, why should I even go the extra mile? Like, I'm going back and forth with it.
Yeah, I mean, so I mean, you do it definitely in a different way than I've seen this particular business model done. Most people kind of like will they'll have a truck, and they'll order cans for residential, and they'll just pick up cans and then empty the cans, take them to the landfill.
Yep.
But and to me that seems like it's a little bit more frequent. Like you can slam things into one day, so it's a little bit more compact, a little bit more residual. Yeah, I mean, because it's not something that they can. It's not valuable for them because at the end of the day, it's not something that they can charge more rent for. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what they care about. Like it's easier for me in a Class A building or a 40-story skyscraper to like cut down on sick time because those percentages add up. Like those percentages start to really add up if they have 16% better sick time rate. That saves them a lot of freaking money. So like I can lean on the numbers in there. That value is undeniable. You know what I'm saying? So they're not gonna value it as much. So I would just look at the business model to see if you can match it with more of with a client type or a profile type that you can build a lot more value with.
And I was thinking, I didn't mean to cut you off. I was just thinking maybe just like scale it back to overflow. So like if they, having issues at compact or whatever it is, like we're not going to leave it looking crazy like the other ones do.
Yeah, exactly.
Do. So we'll go the extra mile and take it and maybe charge you a little bit or not charge you at all for it. So that's just the way that I look at it. That's the way that I can make my company like stand apart and stand out from the
yeah. That's if that's the differentiator, then lean into that. Lean into that and put it in your marketing, make it part of your pitch and your education, and lean into that. Especially if that's a common pain point that people have, you can start there, and then learn more about their business. And the more you know about their business and how they operate, the more value you can build.
For sure.
Yeah, man. Right, thank you for hopping on, man. I appreciate you, man.
I appreciate you, man. Appreciate you.
That was dope. Shout out Lamar Winfrey for the $9.99 super chat. Appreciate you, fam. Thanks for hopping on. This is the realest community, cleaning business community on the internet. I love it, man. I absolutely love it. One of my favorite people in the world is backstage. I'm not gonna make her wait too long backstage. I'm so thankful for her for being a part of this community, man. Y'all, I hope y'all show her a lot of love in the chat. Rebecca!
Hello.
Hey, how you been?
Good. Been going a little crazy lately. Trying to
get a little crazy.
It was really rough when I found out that she stole a couple of my clients and everything, but it's okay. It's all good, But I don't disappoint people about that, It is a cutthroat, but it's awesome.
It's it's an awesome business. Yeah, but there's sharks in these waters. Yeah, there's some people up here. Yeah. There's some sharks in the water. I've had people try to do some crazy things to me. I've had to deal with like crazy like racism in places, like not by like any of the people that I did business with, but their employees sometimes or their higher ups in their companies who didn't even really know who I was, would kind of see me around the building, and I have to deal with them like calling back the owner of the building or the facility manager to say some black guys and hanging around the building and then like that. Like, ma'am, I own the actual company with all the people with the shirts to match. Like, come on, man. But yeah, so there's some cutthroat stuff out here, man. People will try to undercut you. You'll have cleaners come in that'll try to take clients or try to go and work direct for people. You know, like you have things like that. But you try to have you try to learn the lesson and tighten it up. So
right. And I always tell them, when I first hire anybody, I always tell them, if you want to learn this business, there's so much work out there. I'd be glad to teach you. The only thing I ask is not to take my clients. And actually, she was going to be working, typing up something for me to have them signed where you can't take my clients, at least for the first year, if you quit or anything. Well, it didn't work out. That's okay. But one of my questions,
I think the government actually like just very recently changed the law to where there's no more like non-competes. I think you can't do like things. I think it's very, very, very new. So it's something that just happened. But I'll look into it more about the video and about it. But I did hear that so I have to change some things. But that means you put the onus on your partner in business, your actual client. So that's where that paperwork needs to be tightened up with in that situation with their client, because if one of my clients were to leave me, they would have to pay a fee to break that contract, because I don't have like a month. If it is month to month, it's a huge amount of money. It's like it's overcharged, and I probably don't want that client anyway. I just have to overcharge them in case they leave out of the blue somewhere. But all of my clients are either at the very least 6 months. Most of my clients, like 90% of my clients, are 12-month clients, so a year. And generally I make my cancellation fee some percentage of whatever's left of the contract. So like if they're canceling 2 months in, then you got a big chunk of that contract percentage to pay me, and they usually don't want to pay me, and that's something that they signed to in the beginning of the contract. So I would relook at your client contract, put a clause in there for between you and the client that if we cancel this within that time frame of our contract, then there has to be some type of fee or something associated with it. And you don't have to do it exactly how I do it. You can have some arbitrary number, but it's business. We're all making all of this shit up. So whatever number if you want to make it $50,000 for breaking the contract, cool. That's within your right. This is a capitalistic society, and you can take that to court and go and get your money. But
that would be nice.
Yeah, that would be nice. It'd be a little bit unrealistic, but you can. But if it's within your contract price, then that happens all the time. So, and they signed it. So, and I've had to take it there before, and I've had to use that before, and I've had to fight for that before, and and I've won most disputes. But I don't win all my disputes and credit card disputes, but I'm like 85%. So like it's good to have. Yeah, it's really good to have.
And one of the questions I wanted to ask is, there's a couple of janitorial that I wanted to check on, and they want a bid before I even go check out the property. Like one is accounting, and they say, well, submit your bid. So how do you submit a bid if you don't even know what are you going to be doing?
Does government work?
Well, it's county. Yeah,
county.
Yes.
No,
they let me submit it.
I would tell them like the best that you can do is a very, very loose estimate. You can tell them you can give them a very, very loose estimate, but the only way for you to actually give them an actual quote or an actual pricing is for someone in your company to get eyes on it. So someone has to evaluate the you obviously you just can't do it blind. You have no idea. So
because they have several offices that I like to go to in different little cities.
Oh yeah. I mean, so you at least need to get an eye on one, so you can at least get a production rate for yourself. So and see if it'll probably be similar if you ask about the traffic in each of the buildings. If the traffic is similar, the buildings are similar, you can probably assume it's similar, and you can give them a better estimate that way. But definitely at least get eyes on one of these buildings. Yeah, one of the locations.
What is that little app that you have now? The new one is something. It's
Clean
like
and Boss.
Yes. I
Yeah.
don't know.
That's Clean and Boss. So once
Here's another one too. No, that's the Clean and Boss one. That's where I keep counts of my employees, right?
Yep,
But
exactly.
right before your video that you were talking about, it's right before your video. What was it?
Like sales automation or something like that. It might have been one of the things I
Oh,
have.
maybe that's what it was.
Yeah, proposal
The
template.
sale.
Yeah, that might be that. But yeah,
I can't remember. I was like, that looked kind of interesting too.
yeah. You're past that. You're like
Yes.
you're one of my level 3 people. You're moving and grooving already. So yeah, you're
Yes,
good.
I can do that. Thank goodness. You taught me a lot, and I
Uh,
appreciate you.
hey, I'm
Yeah.
happy that I'm a part of the journey at all, and you are out there killing it, and I'm super proud of you.
Thank you. Well, you have a good day. It's nice
You
talking to
as
you.
well,
I haven't been
Rebecca.
around. I just
I
been
know. I haven't seen you've been working. That's how it's supposed to be. You're supposed as
right.
soon as you get started, you got to get off and get to work. It's
That's what I told my husband. I can't be home. I don't work 8 to 5. Yeah.
right. I gotta get going. All right,
Yeah.
Rebecca. I hope I see you soon. Hey, Rebecca, I'm thinking about doing my own type of like little mini conference, but I'm coming to New Orleans, so I'll either do it in New Orleans or Houston. So,
Okay.
so it'll
I'll be
probably
there.
be later this route, and I'll make sure that we got something for you for being so incredible. So, thank you so much for all your support.
Thank you.
See you later.
Bye-bye.
Talk to you later. Rebecca's amazing, man. I hope y'all show Rebecca some love in the chat. She's one of my favorite students. Absolutely amazing. And she is a vicious entrepreneur out there, killing it, attacking the world, going after these accounts. I'm loving it. I'm absolutely loving it, man. And shout out to y'all, the realest cleaning business community on the internet, man. Hopefully we got those likes going up. Hit the like button for your boy. We are not doing well in the like button category. So take a second and hit the like button for your boy real quick. Doesn't cost you nothing. Won't take any bread out of your basket to hit that like button for your boy. It's a little quick now. If that make that thumb change colors for your boy real quick. Let's see. Where were we in the comments? Let's get back up here. The Moon Man out here. Shout out to you, man. Thanks for being in here. Thanks for being on the chat. Oscar says, thought there would be no more lives. Glad to be here. Yeah, so this or next week, as of right now, next week will probably be the last one for a while. So it'll be next Tuesday will be the last Tuesday Cleaning Business Live. I'll try to do some promo for it, and we'll make it really huge, and see if any of my creative friends want to hop on and bring some value as well. But yeah, next Tuesday will be the last one. I guess are depending on how we're able to chop this one up and if we can make it work for multiple things. I'll test some content, and but I got to figure out ways to continue to be able to continuously bring value, and I got to put my focus somewhere else. Got to get this app done. Got to be able to lead my teams. Trying to put together my own personal brand team. So we're just busy. You guys see it. You're running a business. It takes a lot of time. You get busy. Let's see who else is in here. Bring this down. He's got Wyatt Wilbur Mendoza says, I only knock on doors. I got to walk through the day and one scheduled for tomorrow. How much do you charge for cleaning carpets? I don't clean carpets, so I don't charge anything for cleaning carpets. I would have to ask Ronald, who would be my number one contractor, I guess, in this area for carpet cleaning. But yeah, I don't do carpet cleaning, so I have no clue whatsoever. I could probably guesstimate it, but yeah, I don't. It's not my realm of services. But door knocking is an incredible way to build business, especially for commercial. Like you can knock on someone's door, build a relationship with them, and make recurring revenue every single month. Like everyone's like so like scared to go and pick up these accounts. Like these accounts, if it's $1,000 a month, that's increasing your business revenue by $12,000 a year. Those are big increases to someone's yearly revenue, even in those small amounts. Thousands of dollars at a time. People do all kinds of stuff for raises of that size in their actual careers. So go out there, man. Try to get those accounts. Go after them. I love those. This is a hustler right here. Somebody who's going out there knocking on doors and getting accounts. But yeah, Well, but you may have to come on and teach us a little bit about carpet cleaning and tell us a little bit how that world works. I know about business in general and cleaning in general. For the most part, all the concepts are all the same, service businesses. But yeah, some carpet cleaning specific stuff. It'd be cool to have you on and bring some value to the rest of the community. Let's see. Another question from Candy Red says, how do clients pay once you get the leads? Do they pay when the job is done? So depends on how big you are. If you are at the size where you can afford to have postpaid and net 30 accounts, then they would pay when the job is done or after you send them their invoice. If you are in the beginning and that's not your business model, if it's your business model to take payment up front, then you would take payment up front. You would receive either however you want to take your payments. If you want to take checks, you take checks. You tell them to have a check on the start day. If you want to do a deposit up front or have a 50% deposit or a 20% deposit or a flat rate fee deposit up front, and then the rest after the job is done, or the rest halfway through, or if you want to do like I do and bill 100% up front, because that's how I started, and I realized that I could do that, and that's not an uncommon business practice, and it works so much better for me, and I feel like it works so much better for the client, and I'm able to communicate that value to the client and just receive all my funds up front when I close deals. So in the onboarding process, I receive payment information as well. So as I'm taking in information about keys and lock codes and alarm codes and guard dogs or whatever I'm all of that thing, all the information I'm taking in, I'm also taking in payment information. I'm also taking in a credit card. I'm also taking in ACH, wire transfer information to make sure that I have the ability to put this stuff in my system so that it happens automatically, which is, again, systematizing things with all your automation. And then I'm done. Then I don't have to worry about anything. I don't have to worry about how I'm going to pay the employees for that account. I don't have to worry about how I'm going to buy supplies to get that account done well. I don't have to worry about software. Everything's paid for when I start the account. And so I'm set up to do the best job that I could possibly do. And it's just communicating that value to any client who would have anything to say about it. And in my experience, I haven't had any pushback from any client that could afford it. Any real client, like people don't understand, like my biggest clients were the ones that didn't push back. I'd like my clients that are five-figure clients were the ones that I had zero pushback from on paying me up front. Planet Fitness, zero pushback. Not an eyelash batted whatsoever. Disney did not care what, it wasn't even a topic of the conversation. They just did it. Most of the companies, like big companies who are looking for cleaning services of that size and that needs daily cleaning service, that bill does not affect their business whatsoever. It's a tiny bill. It's a tiny amount of money to them. So they do not care. If someone is really like super hard up about the not paying up front, they probably either don't have the authority to, because they're probably not the end user. Like it might be a subcontractor. That's usually what they do. They don't it's not their money, so they can't afford to pay you up front, which is why I only work directly with brands or directly with companies. And yeah, but anyone else, any other company, any actual company, they really do not care. They really do not care. And bigger companies who just are, I guess, maybe unfamiliar with it, or maybe the CEO or the person in charge of hiring the cleaner maybe hasn't come across paying upfront for this particular service, then that's where I get to explain the value in paying upfront for a service like this and what it does for the business and how it can help the service be a lot better. Then we get our money. Let's see. Appreciate you hopping on live and asking multiple questions. That's so valuable, so nicely. Appreciate it. You guys don't know, there's a link up at the top of the comments where I shared for you to hop on the live yourself, hop backstage, hop on camera, ask your question. I'm gonna keep going through the comments for a little bit and then we're gonna hop off. So we approaching time. Saeed Ahmed says, what's up, boss? What's up, man? I see you. What you got? Says, I'm having bad luck getting my first client. I'm thinking to stay in business and keep working as employee and hope one day I'll land my first client. Am I wrong to think like that? Thanks, boss. Absolutely. Very wrong. I can immediately tell you that is the absolute wrong attitude to have. That is the wrong way to think about it. I was talking about this earlier. There's no way you're gonna half-ass your way into success in this business. Like you you have to put your effort into it. And just because you're not having an easy go at it doesn't mean that you need to stop. That means you need to figure out what the problem is. Figure out why you're having a tough time. That means there's just a solution that needs to be found. And you need to find that solution. No one's going to find that solution for you. And the solution isn't going to hit you in the head walking down the street. You need to go and look for the solution. You need to be trying and failing, consistently trying and failing. Most of business is failing. There's way more L's than W's. I promise you. It's just that when you win, it's big. And what is it worth to you? What is it worth? Like, what is it worth to you to have control over your finances, control over your life, a business that you own, a business that you run and you operate? Is that worth it to you? Like, is that worth something to you? Is that worth, to me, it was worth everything. So I was willing to do what I had to do in order to get it figured out. You know, I can't instill the motivation into you, but I can tell you thinking like that, it's going to be tough. It's going to be a rough go at it, and you're going to eventually quit because you're not going to get what you want out of that. And it is the first one. I don't want to understate this. The first one is the hardest one to get. It is the hardest one to get, but it is also the most important one. Flat out, it's the most important one. It's extremely hard to get, and for that reason, it's the most important one. And what most people who haven't gotten that first client, I think most people just are underestimating the amount of volume that you have to do. Because I want you to hop on, click the link and hop on camera, because I really have some questions to ask you. And yeah, because you're saying you're having a tough time getting this first client, but most people just underestimate the amount of work that goes into getting a client. I think you guys are underestimating what it actually takes. Like, there's a lot of effort that goes into this. People do this for a living. There's people who are businesses that need cleaners. These are real business people. These people aren't new. These people aren't dumb. Like, you're not going to trick them into doing business with you. You got to actually go and do business. So there's no way around the work. If you run from the work, you might as well hide from the money. You got to put in the work. There's absolutely no way around it. You might as well stay an employee, save, stack and save at the job, and buy a franchise. Buy a franchise with a GM and play the investment game. You don't have to play the entrepreneur game if it's not for you. If the way what makes you happier, to be honest, like it might not be for you. It might there may be a different calling for you. But if building a business, if running a company is what you want to do, then you're gonna need to push through it. You're gonna need to push through it, and more than likely, you're gonna need to increase your volume output. I can almost guarantee your outreach is not where it needs to be in order for you to take in enough leads for you to come up with to have a conclusion like this, that it's just too hard to get the first client. That's not true. But I appreciate you for leaving a comment. Thanks for hopping on. Not trying to sound like harsh or like a downer. Like, I'm glad. You be proud of yourself that you're even in business, that you're trying. It takes guts, it takes balls to be out here, and it takes heart and to put yourself out there. It's not easy. It's not easy. But if it's important to you, then if the outcome is going to mean something to you, then the work has to be worth it. Oh no, I had someone backstage and then they just left. Hop back on, click back in. I'll bring you right up. My bad. I just saw you pop on and then you left. But if you guys have a question, click the link in the comments. Here it is right here. I wonder if I can hide it. Oh, there we go. We got somebody back. Let's see. Mia. Hey, how's it going, Mia?
Hi.
It's nice to meet you. I'm DJ.
Nice to meet you too.
How's it going? How's life?
It sounds weird.
Sorry, I'll turn. Does that sound a little bit better?
I can hear myself talking.
Do you have like headphones by any chance, maybe?
No, it sounds better now, I think.
Okay, well that's good. That's totally fine. If you can ignore it, I can ignore it. Sound fine to me.
I'll probably have to get headphones.
Yeah, you sound totally fine to me.
I'm sorry.
No problem. You want to hop back on me? Have some headphones?
I'm sorry?
You want to hop back?
Oh.
You want to hop back on when you have some headphones?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's fine.
yeah,
That's totally
I will
fine.
do that. Okay.
That's totally fine. I'll wait for you.
Yeah.
I like it. I'm willing to wait for it. Trying to hang out and help as many people as possible, bring as much value as we possibly can. So let's see. Never Peterson say, hey, first time tuning in. Thank you. I appreciate you for being here. Welcome to the realest cleaning business community on the internet, the Cleaning Boss family. More than anything, those of you who are just getting in here or new here, hit the like button for your boy. Would really appreciate it. The YouTube algorithm really enjoys the likes, so hit that for your boy really quick. That's for those of you who don't know, I have an app. MyCleaningBoss.app. If you go to the app, you'll see exactly what it does. Or MyCleaningBoss.com, and there's even more information there. But go try the app. There's a 14-day free trial, but this app allows you to run your cleaning business from anywhere in the world. It has features like GPS clock in for your cleaners, checklists for your cleaners, customizable that you can set these checklists up to do whatever you want them to do. Pictures of sections inside a building, so all your cleaners know exactly where everything is. A whole bunch of features, calendar feature, availability for cleaners, so that cleaners get to set their own availability, so you don't have to fight over scheduling. You know who's available, who's not available, and you can assign them to shifts pretty quickly. Within like less than a second. It's awesome. So go ahead and give Cleaning Boss a try. You can see all of your locations that need to be cleaned, haven't been cleaned, people are late to or in progress at a quick glance on the user dashboard on a map. It's awesome. So go ahead and give Cleaning Boss a try at mycleaningboss.com or .app. It doesn't matter which one you go to, but that is the technology built by us, built by this community, inspired by the things that we do here. And it's one of the best ways to support the channel and help your cleaning business to scale a little bit. So you can stop, worrying about chasing down employees or wondering if anyone actually showed up to the shift. And you don't have to worry about being in two places at once. You can have, your cleaners show up on one place and other cleaners show up in another place. And you can see that both of them are either there or not there. So gives you more of that 30,000 foot bird's eye view of your business that you should have. But yeah, download the app. Well, not download the app. We're not on the app store yet. So go to mycleaningboss.com or mycleaningboss.app. Add it to your home screen, but you can try it for 14 days. But so we got a channel regular backstage. Let's bring him up real quick. What up, Will?
What's going on, bro?
How you been, man? How's life?
I'm good, man. Can't complain. How about yourself?
I can't complain at all, man. Blessed and favored, highly favored, man. Highly favored. No,
that make two of us, bro. That make two of us.
I know that's right. What's going on with you, man? How's the business? What's going on with the business?
Well, business still getting off the ground.
Still getting off the ground. Do we get some of the some of the free stuff complete?
Yeah, like that part is done. I just ain't like I got the website done. I got shirts. I got my equipment. Waiting on the cards to come in. Like I'm pretty much ready to go. But I just had a question about like the insurance side of things too, because I seen somebody else talking about the insurance is like $300 I forgot the exact number, but it was like real low, and like the quotes I've been getting, I'm like yo, it's kind of crazy. Like I'm seeing like $2,000-$3,000 a year. I don't know if that's the norm or not, but
so I started 8 years ago, but my very first insurance policy was just a general liability insurance, business insurance. of $1 million. At $1 million of general liability coverage, and that was like $50 a month. It wasn't anything. It was dirt cheap. I went through Liberty Mutual, through an underwriter here locally in Seattle. But it was like $1 million in insurance is like $50. My insurance is through the roof right now, but my company is a lot bigger than it was then, and my insurance it's scaled with my company. I don't remember a time where it was like ever disproportionate. Like, so you with no, like, if like, how many are you starting off with a bunch of employees?
No, I was trying to make it like I'm gonna do all the cleaning.
Then let your insurance or whoever's doing your insurance make sure they know that, make sure that they understand that, because I don't know what they're insuring. If it's $300-400, like, and there's no one that works there, like it's just you, like it shouldn't cost you that much to insure just you to start with.
That's
so
what I was thinking. I'm like,
proof of insurance. So definitely shop around. Yeah, I would try to reach out to I trust Liberty Mutual, so I would reach out. Tell them, my company sent you, G-Co Commercial Cleaning sent you, and but yeah, I know that at least their rates are reasonable, and I've kind of always went with them. I've shopped around since then and seen that it's pretty much competitive. I've seen what I can get other places, and I can get better deals. But I've been with them since the start of the company now, so now it's more of a loyalty thing. But I know at least the rates are competitive. But so I would look at exactly what type of insurance that you're getting. If you actually need like an umbrella policy, then that might make it a little bit more, but never like hundreds of dollars.
Like I was walking through it with the lady, like she was asking me, am I gonna be doing this, and I'm like, nah, I'm just gonna be like cleaning, like no stripping and waxing. I will eventually, but like in the beginning,
exactly.
Like, I'm not doing all of that, and it came out to like I had to put like $700 down, then be paying like $420 a month.
Whoa, that's not. I would hang up on her. She's trying. I would hang up on her.
I almost did. She ended the call like, "Do you want to start this policy?" And I'm like, "Nah."
No. To start out, you just want a simple policy. General liability insurance. You may depending on the client type, you may need like umbrella policies, like some like post construction. I know they like to see like a $2 million umbrella policy, but you're still like under like around $100 a month is what you should be expecting, and maybe $150 on the high end. Like I think you can get bonded for maybe like $200 or something like that, and just be bonded for the year for a couple $100. But your actual business insurance, your business liability insurance should not run you that much. It shouldn't be hundreds of dollars. It should be damn near $100 if it's just you, especially if it's just you.
Yeah, I got a quote through his Cox or something like that. That one was $129. So I'm like, all right, that ain't too bad. That's better.
Know. Yeah, so I'm saying if you read through the policies, there may be some things that you may or may not need, but that's not bad if it grows with you, and if you're allowed to have, I guess, a certain amount of employees under that. Because I know that as you grow as a company, it costs more to insure you. So you have the insurance starts to cost more. You need more. But what's really cool about insurance, like I didn't even think about this, like how official it makes you look when you turn in your bid that you get to add this company to your insurance. It doesn't cost you anything. You just label them as additionally insured. You ask for a certificate of insurance from your company. I do this we do this probably 15 times a week. Like we just reach out to the insurance company and say, hey, we need a certification for this company at this address, and it'll just list them as additionally insured, and it'll send our client an email of an insurance our insurance that says you are insured under this company. And so it just makes them feel secure. It makes them feel protected, and it gives you that good look. You just look amazing because without even asking, you've added them to your insurance, and they feel that much more secure with you. Like it makes it that much easier to sign a contract.
All right, I had to write that down. Appreciate it.
Yeah, because other cleaning businesses aren't going to do that. Like that's low key that's like secret sauce of my sales process. Like by the time when I send my proposal, I've already added them to my insurance because it doesn't cost me anything. It's just a list. It's just a name on a list of people who have insurance insurance certifications through my company. But yeah, the certificate of insurance is low key flex, to be honest with you. Like you turn that in with your quote, let them know like, hey, we're insured. You're insured when you work with us. So anything that happens in the building, at least somebody can pay for it, and you're all good. But yeah, shop around on the insurance, man. Yeah, don't get hosed.
All right. I got one more question if you got
Of
time
course,
about
I got time.
subcontracting. Like I understand the concept, but let's say, like I said, me starting out, I just want to master the basics before I get into learning all of that. Like, so I would subcontract that out if the opportunity came. So let's say like I'm cleaning the building and or somebody calls me, asks me, about stripping and waxing, and of course I'm gonna say yes. So do I go through the like walkthrough or would I send the subcontractor first? Like, how does that work?
So it's business process is something that you make up, like, so like that's what everyone's
Okay.
like looking for answers to questions that you make up, like what works better for you. Like if you have an idea of how you want to price this, how you want to like price things, and if you want to control the pricing, uh then you're going to be you're going to want to be the one to actually go to these facilities. But if you want to have set up some type of like transparent communication between your subcontractor and the client, and you just control payments, and you guys you've already negotiated predetermined splits for payments or what have you to work with your contractor, then that's how that's set up. But like there's no wrong way to do it. There's like whether you like there's no like way where you're gonna do it this way, you're gonna go straight to jail. Like no, like that's not, it really doesn't matter. Like it really doesn't make a difference whatsoever. It's however whatever works best for you and your situation, how you want to run the business.
All right, cool.
The split is also something that's up to you. And if you close a better split with one contractor than another, that's just good business. Like that's just business. Like bro, in China, bro, people are allowed to like rip people off. Like they like if you get ripped off in China, they look at you like you're goofy. Like what? You fell for that? Like you actually okay? Well, that dude's good at business. You're just not good at business, and you got ripped off. Like they don't even bat an eye at people. So I'm like, people like negotiate a little bit. This is America. It's a capitalistic society. Play the game a little bit, like but yeah, work with those splits. You decide whether you want to like have them go on the walkthroughs and decide for you. If you don't have that knowledge, then you can find people that you actually trust. And but like I was just dealing with Rebecca. Think through that process, because in a way that you can protect yourself in your contracts and your agreements with your contractors and your clients, so that have the situation like she has where somebody's running off with her clients.
Yeah, I got like a group of people who do stuff like the stripping and the waxing.
Yeah.
They told me they'd be willing to help me, so I would probably just hire them anyway. But I was just
Yeah.
curious
There
about
you
the
go.
subcontracting thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. All right. Thank you, man. Appreciate
Hey,
it.
absolutely, man. Absolutely. Best of luck out there, man. Keep killing it.
Thank you.
Peace. Let's see. Looks like some chatter going on in the chat. I'm trying. My bad. I got caught up reading the chat. I like when the chat's going without me. You guys are communicating with each other. Makes it all, makes this all even more valuable. What is this? 5 for 1 mil. Here's Cox. There you go. See? Yeah. $65 a month in insurance. So that seems more realistic. $65 for 1 mil. My first one was like $50 a month for $1 million in coverage. Like, yeah, so it's about the same. 8 years ago, I can imagine it being $15 cheaper. Everything's more expensive now. So, but I was like, I know I'm not tripping. It couldn't have gone up that much. But yeah, there we go. Here's Cox. They must have been trying to give you more than, a lot more than what you needed. So. Let's see. Let's see. Jamarcus Simmons says, is it uncommon starting off for me to grow to 5K per month in the first year? No, that's not uncommon. Not uncommon at all. Not uncommon at all. 5K per month in the first year. That's like income. Are you talking about residential or commercial? Because that's the question. Because that's where the big difference is, guys. Like, you guys don't understand how close what you actually want is. Like everyone's like, oh, I got to get to 1 million this and 1 million that and 100,000 this, 100,000 that. Like in commercial, that comes up quick. Like do the math at any level when you get into the 3 and 5 day a week accounts. You end up getting to $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $6,000, $8,000 a month per client very, very quick. With not like if I count out the hours, it doesn't take a whole lot of hours when you start cleaning every day for an entire month, or 5 days a week for an entire month, or even 3 or 4 days a week out of an entire month. Those numbers add up. Those numbers add up. Plenty of clients that are 3 days a week that pay almost four grand a month. That's usually about 4 grand a month. 2 clients. That's 2 clients. That's 2 clients to be at 6 figures, damn near 8 grand a month. They're like you, a little bit over 8 grand a month. You 2 clients. How long should it take you to get 2 clients? If you knew that getting 2 clients would make you 6 figures, would make you a 6-figure business owner, how hard would you go to get those 2 clients? If you knew that was the result. It's what you're going. It's what are you going for? Commercial, yeah, I assume. 5K per month could be 1 client. Your first client could be 5K a month because they can need cleaning 5 days a week. That damn near puts you at 5K right there. Somebody's got to pay somebody's got to get paid. Like it's gonna be some amount of money. Add up those hours. That's a lot of hours. So it's the type of, are you going for accounts that require that much cleaning, that require cleaning every day? Then that's where that money is. So it's not uncommon at all. And to that effect, like knowing that now, you should probably be trying to go for $500,000 your first year. Like, so because how long is it going to take you to actually close some accounts? You know, it's all going to boil back down to your work ethic and how much output you put out. How many people even know that you have a cleaning business? How many people have you given pricing to today? For all the people who are saying like, oh, it's just not going well, it's hard to get that first account. How many people did you ask? How many walkthroughs have you actually been on? How many phone numbers have you actually dialed? Because if you ask me, when I started, I was making 300 calls a day. 330 something calls a day. And I know that it didn't even take me all day to do that. So I know most of y'all aren't making 330 calls a day. So I know you have time to do something, or at least to make more calls and do more output than you're doing right now. Because why not? Because all you need out of that 300 is 2. Or even if it doesn't happen for 10 days straight and you've made 3,000 calls and you've only gotten 2, guess what? So what? You've made 3,000 calls, you've got 2,998 no's, but you got 2 yeses, and guess what? You're a six-figure business. Was it worth it or not? I'd say yeah. For me, it is, because it's just work. You're gonna have to work anyway. What are you doing for 8 hours a day? What the hell are you doing for 8 hours a day if you're not making money, if you're not trying to sell, if you're not trying to build something, or if you're not at work? Then what the hell are you spending your time on? Not you, Jamarcus. I'm not talking to you in particular. I'm just speaking in general. But what are we spending our time on? Spend some time selling. Most of your time should be trying to build your business. If you want to be a business owner, you should be spending your time building your business. It's not a passive income in the beginning. That's not what business is. For most of it, it's not passive. Until you move on to that purely investor level, it's not passive. And even then, you probably are going to have advisory shares and board duties and things like that. So there's never passive income, truly passive income. Let's see. My ring's going off. Looks like my Amazon's going. All right, so we're going a little long, but I'm liking this, and there's a few people here, so I'll keep it going. Let's see. Where's my mouse? My battery has been dying for the last couple of days, but it won't go all the way out, so I won't change it. What was it say? SPN Mashias. I'm sorry. I'm probably butchering the hell out of these names. I'm so sorry. I'm trying my best though. I just landed a cleaned. I just landed a clean for a senior living apartment. I've heard that they are terrible to do business with because they don't pay vendors or communicate well with them. What do you advise? Well, if you've been paying attention to anything I'm doing, I don't not get paid. That's never a thing that happens. I don't show up if there's no money in my account. So if I don't see a paid invoice, I don't go anywhere. No, it's what moves us. It's how my process works. It's once you see this payment thing go, then you set the schedule, then you schedule the clean. So it doesn't even happen. It's not even on the schedule until we have money. So it's just I've purposely built my system that way. So I don't ever not get paid. So I mean that it wouldn't be a reason for me to not do senior living. If it was a style of cleaning, or if the what you're actually doing there just wasn't for you, then then don't do it. I would do some business with them before you make a judgment, because in my experience, dealing with people in the senior living industry has been absolutely enjoyable. Absolutely, they've been the nicest people I've ever met. I guess in certain areas for certain things, they can be a little, I guess, a little louder than some commercial clients, but they also are these are healthcare facilities. These are people's parents and people's loved ones that are in these facilities. So there is a level of care that that certain people put into it. So they want good jobs done, and that's just more work. It's just good work. I'm not afraid of that. But yeah, I would give it a try, because I don't think they're terrible. I don't have a problem with getting paid. That's because that's how I run my business in a way that doesn't allow me to get gypped or skipped out on getting paid. Communication, you're also responsible for communication. It's not your client's responsibility to communicate. So you input systems that enforce communication, and then when they drop the ball on communication, then you're fine. Then you're out of the water. There's nothing that you have anything to worry about, because you communicated as much as you needed to. So there should be no reason. You get all the information that you need in order to do a good job, and then you do a good job. If your systems are in place, you will get paid, and you will continue to get work. But senior living could be good money. I don't know what style or what business model you're running with them, but if you're doing a recurring revenue business model and doing senior living or assisted living and those type of medical facilities, that can be big money. I actually did a podcast a while ago with Ralph Burns, I believe. Ralph Burns on his podcast, and that's his area of expertise, and he makes a decent amount of money doing that. So I would give it a try. See the missus. Thank you, boss. I've also had my LLC for 5 months. Got everything as far as LLC, website, business cards, but wanted to get the insurance. But waiting to get the insurance till I get my first client. Is that smart? Yes, that's exactly what I did. I didn't have insurance until I had my first client, and they asked me I didn't get insurance until a client asked me to have insurance. So I had cleaned a couple things. I had done some post-construction jobs before I had a recurring revenue client. I had a couple post-construction jobs that they just never asked me for insurance. So I just never said it. I never said I had. No, it just never came up. So I just did a couple jobs just out there with no insurance. But I needed the money. So but that's exactly what I did. And when I started working with someone who was out of state, they thought there was one of my first jobs, a wet seal in the Alderwood Mall. And they was like, oh, we need to have insurance. And I was like, oh yeah, totally. We totally have insurance. That's fine. It's not a problem. He was like, oh yeah, it needs to be at least $1 million in coverage. And I was like, hey, oh shit, okay. And then I realized, after shopping around, found out that $1 million in coverage was only $50 a month. And then I got my insurance once they paid, because after we got off the phone, I still went through my process of getting payment information and everything like that. And yeah, I went shopped around for insurance, and I've had the same insurance company ever since. But yeah, that's smart. If you don't have the funds, there's nothing that you should need to really pay for upfront until you close the client. You can literally do everything that you need to do for free, get the money from the client, and then start buying anything that you need. Let's see. Man, appreciate you guys kicking it. Going pretty long today, but I think we're bringing some good value, so I'll try to keep it up a little bit. Oh, Demarcus is brand new, but I'm going crazy. Sorry, I know it's a little bit lot. It seems like a lot when you're just getting started, but there's a lot of learning to do. So don't don't try to go fast. Try to go forever. Don't try to be in this for the long haul. Strap in. You're going to be doing business for a while. If you're if you plan on being an entrepreneur, you're not going to just be an entrepreneur for these next couple years and then retire. Like that's get into this for a bigger reason than money. Get into business for a bigger reason than money. Because I promise you, even if you had the success and you made $20 million this year, I promise you, you'll sit on the beach for maybe a couple months, and then that gets boring. Like you're not gonna that's not life. Your life needs purpose. You need a reason to exist. So, find some purpose. Find something that you're passionate about within business, and don't try to go fast. Try to go well. Like try to do things the right way. Build a real business, but build it the right way, and you'll be better off for it. I promise you. Oscar Ortiz says, best advice, set that as a business practice from the jump. Get paid up front. Best advice from DJ. Yeah, that's what I do, man. It's like there's no reason not to. Get your money. Let's see. So we got another question. Brian Drinks says, where are you guys building your websites? I've been working on Wix, but I don't really love it. Love it about getting somebody to do it and just pay. There's a bunch. There's Wix, Weebly, Squarespace, GoDaddy. What are some of the more custom ones? Next.js. That's more coding. Vercel. There's a bunch of platforms you can build websites on. I think Squarespace is probably the most intuitive, the most user friendly, but there's a lot. Or you can just go and build an actual WordPress website. That was the one I was trying to think of. WordPress. WordPress is probably going to be the most customizable and the most professional thing that you can build on, but something like a Squarespace or a Weebly or a Wix is going to be the more for the general public, people who aren't coders. If you have the funds, then you can do it. But I generally would suggest doing it yourself until your business can actually pay for someone to manage your website, because you need your website to work and you need to have control over making changes quickly. Things need to happen fast. You need to be able to, you need to be able to make changes very, very quickly, and you need to own the website. So if you are going to hire somebody, make sure they work on a website that you own and they don't just build a website for you and under their ownership, and you just kind of have access to it, or it just exists and you know about it. You need to be able to make changes. You need to be able to hire someone else to work on it if you ever were to separate from that person. So, but yeah, if you want to go all out and build a super completely customizable code website, start your WordPress account or one of the coding options. If you want to go that route, set up that account and then hire someone to work inside of that account. Even if you're going to do that with one of the, I think Squarespace has a lot of aftermarket support, and support from people online. So even if you're going to hire someone to work on it from Squarespace on your Squarespace site or your Weebly site, you can make sure you make your account and then hire them to work inside your account. So just never give up the access to the account. You always want to be able to do things yourself or hire somebody else. Appreciate the question. Appreciate the question. Marcus says, yeah, I use Hostinger or WordPress. Let's see. Let's see. Canva. I haven't thought of using Canva for web design. I know I would design stuff on Canva and put on my website, but I didn't know they did. They may do complete web design. So it looks like we solid for today, man. I think we had a good one. You guys definitely go and check out Clean and Boss if you haven't already. It's 14-day free trial, so you can see how it works. Especially if you have employees and you're starting to scale your business a little bit. Go and give it a try. I got some support videos coming out for that later this week, so that you'll be seeing those pop up on the channel for how to use Clean and Boss. And yeah, definitely go and try it, give it a try, and see if it's something that you think can work for your business. King Guy says, which gave you a better success rate for commercial, cold calls or door-to-door? I personally do more door-to-door. Feels like they get to know me on a more personal level to get that. Yes. So I was good at both. So it was pretty similar. I had pretty similar results, but calling was more scalable. So I like it depends on what you want to call better. Yeah, I obviously probably would have had a slightly higher closing rate, but I would rather let's say I closed 40% of every door that I went to. Every 10 doors I knocked on for actually, entertain me or what have you. That would take me all day. In that time I could have called 1,000 people and it would have gotten a much larger volume of results. See what I'm saying? It's not necessarily not everything is always about how efficient it is. That's clearly something that works and something that you should try to continue in your business by systematizing, because that's a high, if it's your highest close rate, if it's door to door, that means you have a good system to train salespeople on going door to door so that you can scale it beyond just you. But that activity in itself isn't extremely scalable. Things that are more scalable are like digital or ads or emails or phone calls or those type of things. So it depends on what, and also skill matters. Skills. What are you better at? Are you better at sales in person, or are you better at marketing and attracting clients? Are you better at sales over the phone? It depends on where your skill level is. Everyone's going to have a different skill level, and everyone's going to be naturally gifted in different places and have different success rates for different reasons. It's all kind of based on the entrepreneur. So for me, those two were kind of about what and what in terms of skill. One just so happened to be naturally more scalable than the other, and that's where I put more time, because I was trying to scale this. That was my goal, was to try to kind of to scale that process and get me out of it. But appreciate the question. Let's see. Boss fam, really quick, you have got to start automating your sales process. I know you love your cleaning business. This is your baby, but you can't do everything. You're trying to run a business here. So automate your sales process so that you can have more time to close deals and grow your cleaning business. That's what you're supposed to be doing. You're the CEO. You're the owner. So you are responsible for growing the business, not doing all those small day-to-day tasks. And if you don't know how to automate your sales process, I have a guide. So go in the link in the description and download the guide. That way you can start automating the sales process and start growing your business and working on your business instead of in it. Love you guys. Keep that boss mentality. Peace. All right. So guys, all of my links are in the descriptions. I appreciate all you guys for being here. This has been a great live. I don't know what it is about YouTube, but the lives get really packed towards the end of these lives. So everybody here, hit that like button for me. There's 30 people in here right now. Hit the like button. I should have 30 likes. It like we have half the likes that we should have. Okay, I guess it went up a little bit just 2 seconds ago. But yeah, hit that like button for your boy. Really helps out the video. Push the video after we're done here. More people get to have this value. And should we have anything to be extremely successful from this live, then we'll be able to keep doing them. But next week will probably be the last live. So next Tuesday, be here at 3 p.m. sharp. We are saying temporarily goodbye to the live streams. I'll try to pop back in every now and then. I'll let y'all know when I do go live in general. But yeah, as far as this particular format of the Tuesday lives, it's going to be ending on next Tuesday. So, but yeah, let's go out giving away lots of value. So let's make it a big one. So come ready to get on camera, come ready to ask your question, come ready to move the cleaning industry forward. And so the more people that we have moving like us, the easier it is for us to move. So let's get it, man. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all so much for being the realest cleaning business community on the internet. I ain't going nowhere, man. I'm here. Y'all reach out to me if y'all need me. Y'all know where to find me. Hit my links in the description. Book a consultation if you need one-on-one help. Download the free proposal template if you don't know how to get your business off, and present it in a way that that looks a lot more professional. Close some more deals. But yeah, go watch all my old videos. Follow me on IG and TikTok at Cleaning Boss Family, and put that up here. There's the TikTok and IG. Go and give me a follow. It's super easy to reach out to me on IG and TikTok. I'm just a DM away. It's almost just like texting me. I don't have a lot of followers over there, so I'm pretty responsive. Go ahead and hit me up over there. And yeah, man, if you guys are new here, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel. Go ahead and subscribe to the podcast as well. And yeah, keep that boss mentality. Peace.
Look, this for all my boss days. Go through your boss days. Loving how you boss, babe. This for all my dreamers and my doers and all the entrepreneurs. Just believe in what you're doing and pursuing them. This for all my boss days. Go